Welcome back to Crypto Meets AI. Jerry here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. It really does help the algorithm. Now let's get into this. We're sitting at $2.93. We're trading within a range of 293 to 307. The whole market is crashing right now. Honestly, this is just normal for crypto. Usually we have one really good crash before the altcoin season takes off and Bitcoin dominance starts to drop. Now let's get into this. Trump launches Trade War 2.0. India, BRICS, Russia, it's on. Trump is executing a geonomic kill shot. Tariffs on India are not random. This is about energy, currency, and control. Trump is positioning America for the global reset leadership. Here's the intel. India has been secretly fueling the BRICS beast, buying Russian oil by the shipload, settling outside the US dollar, participating in BRICS pay to bypass SWIFT, backing calls for a new reserve currency. This is economic treason dressed up as diplomacy. Trump knows. And now the gloves are off. Don't forget the context. Brazil just backed Chinese CBDC. South Africa is openly testing Ambridge, and Russia is dumping treasuries. China is prepping digital yuan exports. This isn't just trade, it's currency warfare, and Trump's tariffs are the signal. We are not playing defense anymore. But Trump isn't stopping at tariffs. He's preparing America for the next financial system. Pro-crypto legislation, stablecoin report, national crypto stockpile, decentralized ID proposals, new tech healthcare integrations. And don't miss the healthcare clue. Trump's camp just hinted at a biotech overhaul, but they didn't say it's about data sovereignty, health data, identity, and autonomy. The real war isn't just about money, it's control over the human blueprint. This isn't policy, it's a digital constitution in the making. Every move is calculated. Tariffs squeeze BRICS cash flows, crypto bills weaponize innovation, stablecoins reclaim monetary leadership, and biotech take control of the future human economy. This is what America First 2.0 looks like. Code, tariffs, data, borders, truth. The media will spin this as reckless, but what they're terrified of is that it's working. Trump's plan is the only plan standing between us and the WEF engineered global system run by unelected technocrats and Chinese satellites. Trump is building sovereignty through disruption, and the deep state knows it. This is not just about oil, not about India, not just about crypto. Trump's not trying to tweak the rules. He's burning the old playbook and issuing a new one. Comment down below and tell me what you guys think about that. That's pretty interesting. And do you believe that these tariffs and what Trump is doing with the economy will be better for the U.S. economy and Americans, or do you think it will be worse? Comment down below. Tell me what you know. The Global Markets Alliance with the addition of LCX. As a regulated exchange, LCX brings compliance-first approach to digital assets with infrastructure that supports trading, issuance, and emerging use cases like real-world asset tokenization. They join a growing community of industry leaders working to bring tokenized stocks, ETFs, and more on-chain with the right standards in place. Institutions are here. Digital identity is evolving on the XRPL. DNA, AI, and blockchain are converging to redefine how we verify who we are, not with documents, but with our biology. This is bioidentity on-chain.
With the research that we've been doing into non-human identities, artificial intelligence, the proliferation of AI, which is still in its early stages, to the point where a lot of organizations are still sitting back and saying to themselves, well, let's see what our competition do with this. Let's see what the rest of the industry does with this in the wider world. And it suddenly dawned on me that there is a big difference between us as humans and a non-human identity. A non-human identity does not have DNA. We do. So what would happen if you were to take your DNA, put it into a blockchain and start tying it to things like your Facebook photos, for example? If I create some AI deepfake photos of you, and that's not coming from your DNA verified blockchain, that's one way to protect your digital identity. And then that sort of ties into the whole topic of, well, in the far-flung future, which may be closer than we think.
This DNA on-chain and tying it to your identity and how we verify our transactions or if it's really authentic from you. Pretty crazy. I'm pretty interested in to see how this goes. I think I'm going to look into that DNA on-chain. Per a report from the CME group, XRP is 400 to 500 times faster than Bitcoin, 30 to 40 times faster than Ethereum, plus lower, more predictable fees. At first thought, I thought this was exaggerated. ETH payments take 12 seconds, right? But then I remembered block time and finality. ETH finality can take 1 to 2 minutes. XRP locks in 3 to 5 seconds. That speed and certainty is why XRP is being taken seriously for global payment infrastructure, not just hype. The narrative is shifting from speculation to institutional adoption. XRP is being evaluated as infrastructure, not a meme coin, not speculation, utility. Institutional infrastructure breakdown. The DTCC Stellar connection explained. Let me clear up the confusion with some hard facts. What actually happened? October 2023, the DTCC acquired Securrency for $50 million. Securrency was built on Stellar from inception, 2019. The entire tokenization framework uses Stellar architecture. The clawback function use was co-developed by Stellar Foundation. The technical reality. This isn't testing or exploring. DTCC bought the company that already had 4+ years of production infrastructure running on Stellar. When you acquire a company for $50 million, you're buying their existing technology stack. You're not experimenting. Why this matters. The DTCC processes 1.7 quadrillion annually in settlements. Their digital asset division now runs on infrastructure that was purpose-built for Stellar's consensus mechanism, asset controls, and compliance features. The distinction. Chainlink equals data oracle connecting many networks. Stellar, the actual payment settlement and tokenization layer. Other chains equal specific use cases like Ethereum for DeFi and etc. This is documented architectural reality, not chain bias. Educational takeaway. When major institutions acquire blockchain companies, they're not buying potential, they're buying proven infrastructure. DTCC's choice validates 4+ years of institutional grade development on Stellar. The receipts are in public filings, patent documents, and GitHub commits. This is how real institutional adoption actually happens, through acquisition of existing product systems, not press releases about future plans. And this is something I had no clue about. I did not know Securrency was built on the Stellar protocol and that it had been there since inception in 2019. I just found out a good piece of information about XLM and Stellar that I was not aware of, and it makes me more committed to XLM and Stellar now. Now let's move on to some stablecoin strategy. What most still don't grasp is how U.S. stablecoin strategy could quietly reshape global finance. Regulated USD stablecoins like USDC and RLUSD are effectively digital dollars, globally accessible, censorship resistant, and trusted. In many countries, Iran, Pakistan, Argentina, even Japan, local currencies are unstable, banks are distrusted, and capital controls are rampant. Citizens will naturally convert their savings to stablecoins. As adoption rises, local fiat weakens. Central banks scramble to issue their own CBDCs, but these often lack trust, utility, and interoperability. Citizens reject closed-loop CBDCs and instead demand open permission access to digital USD, backed by real reserves. Government adapts. They introduce non-competing CBDCs and regulated on and off ramps to avoid being left behind. On-ledger payments become the norm, where stablecoins for value, storage, and XRP is emerging as a bridge asset for seamless FX and liquidity across currencies. With Ripple net infrastructure, XRP fills the liquidity gaps between fragmented fiat systems and stablecoins, becoming the connective tissue of global payments. This isn't a theory, it's already happening. USDC processed over 12 trillion in transactions in 2023. Ripple is working with 20+ central banks, and the XRP ledger handles 3 to 5 second settlements with near zero fees. The dollar is going digital, and XRP might just be what makes it move. Stablecoins are going to be the way that America is able to keep the dollar dominance around the world. XRP versus XLM. Most people have no clue what's really happening behind the scenes. One is backed by banks, the other is built for the people. Here's the truth. XRP was designed to move billions in institutional capital. XLM was designed to move freedom at the speed of light. Same founders, different vision, same warpath. XRP is locking in partnerships with governments, banks, and global payment rails. XLM is building the quiet rails of parallel economy. One gets the press, other builds in silence. Both chains were built for speed, scale, and interoperability, but XLM has native on-chain DEX, built-in token issuance, open access dev environment, all without asking for permission. XRP is fighting for compliance. XLM is fighting for sovereignty. XRP will win the headlines. XLM will win the users. The truth, if XRP moves, XLM moves faster. Every XRP pump has historically triggered an XLM echo, but what happens when the echo turns into a breakout? XRP is the key and XLM is the door. Watch both, accumulate wisely. The next wave doesn't look like the last one. You'll either see it early or you'll get left behind. Well, that's what I have for you folks. Until next time, stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto Meets AI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.